Hey everyone, it's me, Tara Michelle, aka Opinionated Sense. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are a repeat offender. Today I want to come and talk to you about a list that I really tried to trim down. I promise I did, but it didn't work. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. So this video is about my top 12 favorite new releases of 2020. 12 with 3 honorable mentions. So like 15, but they're honorable mentions, so you can't count them. Okay. The first honorable mention I want to mention is is from the House of Layered, and it's called Arabica Roast. This is a coffee note. It's a single note coffee scent. You can pair this up with caramel overdose if you want to just be full frappuccino, latte goodness, or you can keep it to itself, or you can layer it with any of the black opiums. This is fantastic and I love it. But since it's a single note, it's just an honorable mention. So the next two that we're going to talk about are the Emerald Green and Blue Sapphire diamonds from the KKW Diamonds 2 collection. This is Kim and this is Chloe. Okay, so we're talking about the Emerald Green, which is Kim. This is green notes and pear to me. It is the perfect amount of fruit and green notes and beautiful, yummy, luscious fall fragrance. Beautiful. And then the Blue Sapphire is blueberries and whipped cream and vanilla and sandalwood and tonka bean. I think there's like some florals and maybe some like aquatic or oceanic notes in it too. But this is a cute flirty scent. And again, the longevity on both of these is about 4 hours, so you will need to top up. I don't mind it. I like the both of these. They're just fun to me. Something fun and youthful. So, and those are my honorable mentions. So let's get on to the real list. The first one I'm going to start off with is Jessica Simpson's Fancy Forever. When I hauled this and did my first impression, I didn't really know what to feel with this. This scent was different. It wasn't what I was expecting. I think I made the same mistake that a lot of people did with R.E.M, where they thought they knew what Ariana Grande was going to come out with, and she didn't. And so they were off-put and immediately upset, and everything was just so negative because R.E.M didn't smell like Ari or sweet like candy or something along those lines. I think I did the same thing inadvertently, like, subconsciously to Jessica. I thought I knew what she was going to come with based on every other fragrance I've ever smelled from her, and I didn't. She came and switched the game up. So I did talk about this. I have a video dedicated to this, but this is my follow-up, I guess. So I'm going to say again, the top notes are lychee, mandarin orange, and apricot. The middle notes are blackberry, sweet pea, and magnolia. And the base notes are tonka bean, musk, and vanilla Abslou. Okay, so you get the opening and the mid all at once. You get the lychee, the mandarin orange, the apricot, the blackberry, sweet pea, and the magnolia all together. And at first it was just like, what is going on? But now, this smells so good. This is a light floral with, lots of juicy fruit and zestiness. And then the dry down is strictly for the grown and sexy. This is a very versatile fragrance. I feel like you could wear this in the day, but you could also wear this at night for date night. She killed the game with that opening and that mid and how all those notes work together. But she really, sexified it, or made it just grown and sexy, like I said, in that dry down. I'm impressed. And I'm ashamed of my first impressions, but you know what? And I'm not gonna lie, I had to look at the notes to figure out what was going on. And once I knew what was in it, and I sat there and closed my eyes and just smelled, and then I wore it. Oh, and let me tell you, longevity and projection. So when you first put it on, and I spray heavy, so when you first put it on, it is loud. Like your room is gonna smell like it. You put it on your clothes, you put it on your skin. What I did was I used the shower gel and the lotion. So I just used everything that came in it. And I got a good 6 hours out of this, that where I was still like, you know, everywhere I went, there was a scent trail, and I loved every bit of it. So I didn't top up at all, but by the time I got home, it was a little lighter. I still feel like, you know, 2-3 feet around you, or if you go into the kitchen and then you come into the dining room and then you go into your room, people are still going to smell you. So for me, this works great. Again, I went in with probably 15 to 20 sprays. Don't do that. Don't judge me. That's just what I do, especially when you're talking about a celebrity scent. Child, please. So this was definitely a shocker, a thriller, and it's a keeper. I just, you know, I like it. I enjoy it more than I do Fancy right now. I'm still trying to regain my love of Fancy. I think I really just wore myself out on it, if I'm being honest. Who knows? Speaking of Ariana Grande's R.E.M, this beauty here, I have a full dedicated video to. Please go check it out. I gotta figure out how to put those cards up in the video. I really do. But until then, I don't have that many videos up. So if you just search Opinionated Scents and Ariana Grande's R.E.M, you'll find it. Or just go to my list, my playlist. So R.E.M is, you know, pear blossom, lavender, you know, King's fig, salt, caramel. There are so many notes in this. What you get, oh my God. You get the lavender, you get the salt, you get the fig. And there's another note in here called Zephyr, which I didn't get at first. It's like a berry concoction that's whipped up with eggs and cream or something like that. I didn't get that at first. I get it more and more every time I spray this. This is a fragrance that has changed each and every time I've worn it. She blew me away with this, baby. Her and Jessica did their thing. I much prefer this to the Jessica Simpson one. Don't get it twisted. But in the realm of celebrity fragrances that dropped this year, these are unstoppable. This is so, my God, this is sexy to me. This is everything to me. Next, we're going to talk about Soul Scandale by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Tuberose. You have to love Tuberose to like this fragrance. This is a hugely potent Tuberose fragrance. This is not headache-inducing Tuberose. This is not old school, old lady Tuberose like that Rouge Malachite. That has an old lady Tuberose vibe to it. A lot of men are saying that. A lot of men are saying that. So even though me as a woman, I love the smell of that one and I love the dupe from Giuliana's Perfumes, I'm going to really have to be careful with that because my man doesn't like it. So Soul Scandale, he really enjoys though. So this is an interpretation of Tuberose where, let's say there are two lanes, you know, or there's one lane that starts off together and then they split into two, but they both still end up in the same spot. That is where the Tuberose is bubblegummy and candied. So to me, this stops just short of the finish line on both realms. It smells like it's starting to become the bubblegummy Tuberose, yet it also smells like it's starting to become the candied Tuberose, yet it doesn't quite meet either one of those. So for me, this is good. This is good. This is definitely one of those elegant fragrances. I think is something that you would wear to something important, or, you know, like parent-teacher conferences, or, you know, you could do this for a day lunch or brunch or something like that, or you could pull it to nighttime as well. I just feel like this is really nice. It's nice. And because there were so many hugely successful Tuberose fragrances that came out this year, I'm glad I only got it in this size because I really like this. I really do. But again, you have to L-O-V-E Tuberose, not L-I-K-E. L-O-V-E to the point of almost be obsessed. Or this one may not go well for you. On to the next one, and that's going to be Le Bubly, Viva La Juicy Bubly by Juicy Couture. See, they play too much with this Viva La Juicy Couture stuff. I'm not doing that. Okay, so top notes are champagne, blood orange, mandarin orange, pink freesia, and wild berries. The middle notes are gardenia, jasmine, and vanilla orchid. Base notes are praline, woodsy notes, and amber. Okay. This is champagne when it comes out of the bottle. And then you get all of those, the orange, the blood orange and the mandarin orange, the pink freesia and the wild berry. This gardenia, when it peeks through from the mid, oh man, it's so good. And it gets to shine on its own before the jasmine starts to come in and rear its beautiful head. Not ugly head, but beautiful head. Vanilla orchid, I mean, what is that? Okay. But the base notes are praline, woodsy notes, and amber. When the champagne and the base, because the champagne is throughout. When the champagne and the dry down come together, it reminds me so much of the signature DNA of Viva La Juicy. Any of them almost, which irritated me when I first smelled this. But on my skin, man, this is so pretty. Again, I'm glad that I just got the smaller bottle because I do own some massive bottles of Juicy Couture, but I love certain fragrances from this line, from this house. This was a nice, sparkling, champagne, bubbling, unexpected, really unexpected introduction, or what's the word I want to look for? New perfume from them. So I like it. And I really, when I picked my top releases, because there are so many, there were so many more that I wanted to choose. But I was trying to keep it at the ones that just really hit me and shocked me for one reason or another, whether it be notes or just because it was overall unexpected, like Jessica Simpson. And Le Bubly did that. Like at first I was just like, here we go with another Juicy Couture. And then after I actually tested it, I was like, girl, hush up. This is actually cute. And I wanted to make a list that would speak to all of you, you know, so there should be something on this list for everyone. Anybody who's watching me should have at least one of these that they'd be interested in or that they already own and love. At least that's what I shoot for when I do things like this. So from celebrity scents to lower end on the cost scale of designers to maybe some that may be $60. You know, we're gonna run the gambit here. I don't actually have any niche fragrances here. So I don't think I bought any new niche fragrances. I bought niche fragrances, but they weren't released in 2020. So anyway, let's get back to the list. The next one I want to talk to you guys about is a beautiful plum fragrance, the Mirabelle Plum. Stunning. This is Chloe Nomad Abslou de Parfum. I believe that's what it's called. Let me see. Abslou de Parfum. Yes. So you gotta love the packaging. I love this beautiful packaging. This is beautiful. This is Chloe Nomad without the patchouli that makes the eau de parfum kind of like heavy and more hippie, earthy. This is creamier. This is sweeter. And this is like that oak moss, Divana, sandalwood. So it's still very much earthy and kind of sort of like of the land, but sweeter, more elegant, less rough around the edges. And I really enjoy this. The longevity and projection. The projection is moderate to me. When you first spray it on, of course, by the time I get to work, I have a scent bubble of probably no more than 5 or 6 feet. But this is one of those fragrances where I feel like, I don't know, you almost want to wear it in close quarters of importance. You're going to a board meeting where it's maybe like only 7 or 8 people. You're going to be that statement. You're going to be the person where everybody's like, ooh, she smells amazing. Or you're going to brunch or for an interview. Like this is that close counters, but not intimate necessarily. Nothing sexual about it. Classy and elegant business type of perfume to me. I really enjoyed this one. You know this one had to make the list. This is Dolce and Gabbana's The Only One Intense. Huge, heavy, beautifully stunning black and gold bottle. Okay, you know, this one received a lot of hype. Like so many other fragrances this year. And while I do enjoy this fragrance, it was touted as being like one of the greatest coconut perfumes. No, I rarely or barely get the coconut in this, if at all. But what this is this is a beautiful green apple. Oh my goodness, and jasmine. It gives you a little bit of a tropical vibe, but it's definitely that green apple and that jasmine. Those are the 2 notes that stand out the most to me. This is a beautiful date night scent. I wouldn't make this my everyday signature scent, but I wouldn't be mad at someone who wore this every day as a signature scent in the fall or the winter. This is much too heavy for summer or anything like that, but I think it's better suited for date nights, you know, that little warm and cozy stuff. The next one on my list is Valentino's Voce Viva. Face of this is Lady Gaga. Bottle is beautiful. That, you know, orange, ginger, you know, beautiful, nice scent. I'm going to be wearing this at a wedding soon. I think that this is crisp and clean and fun. Let me see here. I pulled up the notes, and because I don't know when I hauled this if I read the notes, but the top notes are mandarin orange, bergamot, ginger, middle notes orange blossom and gardenia, base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, musk, sandalwood, and oak moss. So you're going to hear a lot of the same notes in a lot of these perfumes because, hey, I like what I like. This is nice. This puts me in the mind of Moschino Toy 2. This puts me in the mind of Versace Eros EDT. It's less fruity than the EDT of Versace Eros, but it just gives that same vibe. It's actually less fruity than both of them and more on the florals and like the oak mossy type of feel. And if you took the plum out of this, I think these would be way more similar than this one is to the Eau de Parfum, because that patchouli just really takes it to another place. So this is a beautiful, like, everyday signature scent for spring and summer. It's work appropriate. Could you wear it on a date night? Yeah, but I mean, maybe a first date, because by the second or third, if you're really liking them and you're trying to get them in, you want to be doing a lot more than this. So really cute. Now it's time to get to my top 5. And this was really hard. Man, I still cannot believe that K. Ali's White Flowers, Deja Vu White Flowers 57 didn't make it to this list. I absolutely love that one. But again, you know, it's a little bit on the expensive side. I have enough of them that cost a lot. I wanted to also add some others that I loved. And that one was really overhyped too. So I do love it. I'll get it twisted in case there are some of you like, what? But yeah, let's go ahead and do this top 5. Libre Intense. Libre Intense. What a shocking development. For those of you who looked at my Libre versus Libre Intense video, you know I hate the original. Let me go over the notes with this one. We have lavender, mandarin orange, and bergamot in the top. Middle notes are lavender again, Sicilian, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, and orchid. And the base is Madagascar, vanilla, tonka bean, ambergris, and vetiver. Come on, guys. Just those notes alone make me feel like I need this in my life. You do get the bergamot. You know, you get, let's see, you get the bergamot and the mandarin orange in the beginning. Lavender all over the place. And the jasmine, as I mentioned. And in the dry down, that Madagascar vanilla, the tonka bean, the ambergris, the vetiver, I just think it's so good. That vetiver helps this last so long. This is one of those sexy date night scents, those close encounter scents. However, I feel like you could wear this every day. Not in the summer. This is too heavy for summer. And I really wouldn't wear it in the spring either. But for fall and winter, this could be your everyday signature scent. I don't think it, you know, the juice is darker and the bottle is all exotic. And I know that may give people a feel of, gotta be date night, gotta be important, gotta be special. Well, let me tell you guys right now, let me just go ahead and lead with this. With COVID being a thing, every day that you are above ground and not in a hospital is special. So wear your perfumes. Because I don't know when we're going to get out here and be normal again. Let's just keep it real. So anyway, if I didn't say it, Libre was number 5. This is Narciso Ambree, or Ambree for Amber, by Narciso Rodriguez. This is the 4th cube to go along with, wait a minute. There's the white one, the black one, the rouge one, yeah, Poudre, and this one. So this is the 5th cube that I know of anyway. And have I even talked about this on my channel? Oh my goodness. I don't know if I've even talked to you guys about this. I think when I hauled it, I did. So, the top notes are frangipani, ylang ylang, and white flowers. You get all that. This is absolutely floral right about the cap sprayer. Atomizer. The middle notes are musk and amber, and the base notes are cashmerean, vanilla, and cedar. So there's no patchouli weighing this one down. There is no vetiver weighing this one down. This one is floral and creamy with a beautiful amber and musk. You know, the dry down sits a little closer to the skin. The longevity on this one is a little annoying. However, with me having this size cube, I don't mind throwing it in my purse. And about 4 hours I'll top up just because I want to smell the opening again. But you really could make it 6 hours and still be smelled. But I mean, I'm working in my office by myself when I do go. And then no matter what, this always leaves a scent trail behind me. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent trail. That's Narciso Rodriguez though. That's that musk. So what else you gonna expect? That would be number 4, guys. And in the number 3 spot, we have La Nuit Tresor Nude. I was kind of harsh to this one in my La Nuit Tresor Battle of the Flankers video because clearly I was tripping that day. But I have worn this over the weekend just to remind myself why I was crazy about it. It didn't take much. This is so good. So the top note is bergamot, the middle note is rose, and the base notes are vanilla and coconut. This is a nice coconut scent. This fragrance gives you a nice, mellow, smooth, creamy, sexy, tropical feel. I almost feel like there should be mango or papaya or pineapple in it, but it's not in the notes. That bergamot is holding its own mixed with that rose and the vanilla and the coconut to just make it feel way more tropical, like a sex on the beach, if you know what that drink is, if you've ever had it. It gives me that vibe, but without the pineapple, you know? So I really, really enjoy it. It is perfect for spring and summer, especially summer. This is Marc Jacobs Perfect. This was not, and I've said this before when I talked about it, this was not on my radar. This, I saw the launch and gave 0 cares, like nada, zip, zilch, nunca. Now that's never, nada. There you go. Get it together. Oh, I probably hit that table hard. Did y'all just shake? Okay, so the notes in this are rhubarb and narcissus in the top. The middle note is almond milk, and the base notes are cashmere and cedar. Guys, when I tell you that this smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, I guess it's that rhubarb mixing, I can't recall what narcissus is going to give me. I don't know what that feel and smell and zhuzh is about. The almond milk in this, baby, that transition middle into that cashmere and that cedar, honey. Like I said, the full bottle's on the way. I am not playing games with Marc Jacobs. He completely came up out of his element, you know, and I gotta start giving this man more credit because I had more of his perfumes from his house than any other collection, than any other house in my collection. And I'm up here sleeping on him like, new Marc Jacobs, so what? But I just thought, you know, it's another daisy. You know, I keep forgetting that he did Decadence and Also Decadent. So, and you know, what is it? Oh, So Decadent and Divine Decadence. You know what I'm talking about. And those don't smell anything like the daisies. So I have to put some respect and some respect on his name. He did the thing with Marc Jacobs Perfect. I'm at a loss for words, but baby, this smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher to me. Some type of Jolly Rancher, and I want to smell like it, but it definitely makes me crave something sweet. Let's get into my number 1. My Way by Giorgio Armani. The best tuberose that I've ever smelled because I like this bubblegummy candied tuberose. So if you know anything about Velvet Vanilla by the House of Mancera, then you know that that is very much a bubblegummy tuberose. And if you know anything about KKW's Crystal Gardenia, that is a super loud, boisterous, slightly candied tuberose. Well, this is the best of both worlds because this is the fragrance that takes tuberose and it starts out as one lane, much like I was talking about with So Scandal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. But when those lanes split, they run straight into it, you know, full force to their end destination. They don't stop just before the finish line. They run into it and keep going. So this is the perfect balance of bubblegummy tuberose as well as candied tuberose. It reminds me very much of like, and not the scent of cherry. I always got to make sure I'm specific. Not the scent of cherry, but it reminds me of a cherry blow pop. Because that cherry blow pop, doesn't really taste like cherry to me. Neither does the strawberry one. The only blow pop that's really going to give you a flavor change is green apple, grape, and watermelon. So when you think about the cherry, when taking out the word cherry, just think about a candied piece of bubble gum. Nice and sweet, sticky, icky piece of bubble gum covered by candy. So that's why I use the strawberry or the cherry blow pop as an example. This is outstanding. This is definitely for the grown and sexy though. This is fun and flirty and fruity and floral. I do not see a girl in her teens or even her early 20s wanting this. I think this is very much for your 30s and up. But of course, you guys know you can wear what you want, when you want, how you want. I just feel like their audience wasn't teens and, you know, tweens, or now tweens are for, you know what I'm saying, 20-year-olds. Yeah, they might as well be tweens too. So, I'm joking. I better stop before I make somebody mad. Okay, so that is my list, guys. That's my list. These are the fragrances that, you know, Libre Intense shocked the crap out of me because I hated the original so much and didn't think I would adore the Intense version the way that I do. And come on, Tresor La Nuit has been on a roll with their flankers. Come on. My Way, a stunner. I didn't see this coming. I didn't know that I needed this type of tuberose in my life, but I'm so glad I have it. Marc, you know, like I said, I've already talked about them. I can go on and on, guys. But as usual, if you like me, if you like my content, please like this video. It helps my channel grow. Please consider subscribing. And if you want to, also check that notification bell so you never miss any of my uploads. And I just love spending time with you guys. So as always, I want to see you in the comments. Like and subscribe again. And until then, bye.